Is this the split button?
Well, not split button.
I just hit that whenever I want to play, right?
It's the big fun button.
On a Mirror's Edge. The route you're about to see is going to be mainly the beginner route that most people will pick up this game with. It's done by a tutorial by Mr. Walrus. Check it out if you're interested in running this game. There'll be one or two slight differences, and I will also probably die very early on because someone bet me £10 that I couldn't get the prologue chain at the start. So I've got to go for it, right? Are we good?
If he gets it, though, I want to pop off. All right. Well, hey.
All right. I'm lurking for this tenner.
It's coming. All right. You know what? That was like, what, one step away?
Two or three.
Two. Okay. That's pretty good. But you know what? You can say you tried.
So anyway, this game starts off like heavy on the tech. So you'll see every time I lose speed, I am turning to the side and doing a side jump. That is because when you side jump and turn into the run, it puts you at a much higher speed than if you would just run. It takes like 5 seconds for her to run up.
Because Fate's initial acceleration is not desirable.
What you saw there was a kick glitch, which is... Ooh, I'm stuck on something. You kick off a wall, and it spawns an invisible platform below you for 1 frame. So you bind jump to scroll, and you scroll down. You get like a double jump in midair. It's the trick that makes this game really fun. The like bread and butter of this game.
It's like they didn't really want her to have a double jump, but you guys found a way.
Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, cool. Because this is a new save file, we passed a runner bag. Which, if you're doing 100%, I guess we're doing 100% now. Oh, please, please, please stop.
Have you considered it, though? Be careful, that's pretty dangerous.
That there, you, when you fall, if you're going to go into a hard fall, you can kick before, and it will just stop you hard falling for some reason.
Great.
Most doors, you're going to see me jump kick, except those two. Jump kicking is the fastest way of getting down. Crouch punching is the second fastest, and then that other one I just did the normal open because it's kind of difficult to get a side jump boost after that. Also, prologue, notoriously like quite a difficult one to just like start off with. Please, please, I don't need this advice.
Are you sure? I don't know.
Maybe I do.
Could be helpful. Look, some wisdom in there. But yeah, guards in this game as well. Pretty annoying, but generally...
Some of them can be annoying, some of them are very useless.
Yeah, so that guy, he's just a pawn, he did nothing.
And there's like quite an interesting bit here is, so once you get over this fence, it spawns this chopper. If you're too fast, you'll just miss the chopper. So people do things to like slow themselves down a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's prologue. We're into chapter 1 now.
It's like the most optimized part of the game, really, to a certain degree.
Well, it's the one that everyone does over and over again. I've reset prologue too many times to count.
The nature of early game.
And another thing to note is we time our runs in-game time. I knew I was going to do that. I knew that was going to happen at a marathon. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, we time our games in-game time. And marathons are... Ooh, I haven't died there in a hot minute.
Yeah, that's like a late jump.
That's 2 drinks. That is 2 drinks, you're right.
Oh, man. There's an ongoing bet in the background.
Yeah.
For those
anyone playing along at home, any death that wasn't on purpose, that's a drink.
So if he dies a lot, he'll be punished for it.
But yeah, we do in-game time. This is RTA, so I kind of messed up on my estimate because I put 50 minutes. Should be more like 52. Not a big difference, but...
Minutes count? Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah. It's a much later jump.
Oh. I even got the land on the fence. Hey, so glad it happened during my run. Oh, piss off.
It's going to be a running theme. How long do hints even come for?
I don't know. I can't.
We'll find out.
I have not played this game like on a blank save file for a long time.
I'm excited to find out.
These guards coming up, I don't like them. If you go really fast, like as fast as possible through this section, there's still like a 15% chance that they'll kill you. And in fact, that hint might have slowed me down enough. I'm dead.
Yeah. You have to hit that jump specifically.
Yeah.
There's that one wall above the desk. That
doesn't lose too much time, but still annoying.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been killed by them twice in a row.
So it's interesting, the side jump boost he's doing there is actually critical for getting past them, like initially.
Yeah.
So it's the little optimizations you don't think about.
Another thing I've been doing that I haven't mentioned is wall boosting, is because you bind scroll to jump, you can scroll along a wall and you'll enter a wall run. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can get this. Ooh, nearly.
Good attempt.
You enter a wall run and then jump like pretty much instantly. And it gives you like a big burst of speed, because something I didn't mention that's very important is Faith, I think her speed is uncapped when she's in the air. And if she's on a wall, that counts as her being in the air. So you want to spend as little time on the ground as possible, because your speed is capped at 27 kilometers an hour, I think,
right,
while you are on the ground.
And for context, do you know about any of the airspeed? This is a...
I've never seen all this before. This physics enabled. We generally don't do this, but when I try to disable it, the computer has really disagreed with my decision making.
I was like, no, physics are important. It's like, yeah, fine.
Okay.
Kind of the final hard line is the computer at the end of the day.
So one thing that you don't really see when you watch a run is how much of this game is just avoiding bits of floor that will completely halt your momentum for no reason.
Yep. Because Faith can't scale them naturally, right? So they just halt her, because it's like walking into a wall as far as the game's logic.
There's even bits where, like, so these things that are like sticking up a little bit, you can, if you walk over them, you won't lose your speed, but if you like jump at a bad angle, you'll get stopped. There's a good example.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on.
It's like a big part of what I understand to be the initial learning of this game is just understanding why Faith's speed will just disappear.
Ooh, I think I got the checkpoint. I should be fine.
At 4?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that death essentially quite meaningless, right?
Yeah,
The
pretty much
checkpoint
impactless, unless you're like going for some top level runs.
Yeah.
Now the guards in this room can be a bit annoying. Most of the time they're fine. And I'm gonna try and do an elevator clip. I'm going to fail it. I promise you that. Oh, please don't hit me.
So this is an example of like the guards won't necessarily halt everything, but they are quite annoying.
So you can actually clip into that elevator and get into this next area before it loads, which helps a lot when you're doing in-game time, because the timer pauses during loads, which means you can get a little bit of distance.
Gaming the system, but in the best possible way.
Yeah, it's good. There's a lot of just happy accidents that made this game a fun speed game.
It's a good way of putting it.
Is this a good time to read out a donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I know this run's very intensive, so if there's any moments there's a lull, just let me know.
Just ask me and I'll let you know.
Yeah. We just have $25 from Bez.
Let's
Comment
go, Bez.
says, Dunyan rings.
Oh my god. I can't believe you remember that.
And have a $5 donation from Hekigan. Just says, just jump, forehead.
I'm not going to just jump, Hecky. That you literally can't make me. Ooh,
Thank you both very much for your donations.
God.
So yeah, this is a really fun section for most people. I think it's skipped in the world record route, which is kind of sad. But there's just like a lot of bits of wall you can wall boost off.
You know, if you,
I'm failing it miserably, but you know.
you can wall boost stuff.
There we go. Nice got a double one there.
So yeah, so it's a little optimization. Well, hello.
Apparently.
This is the thing. Faith's almost too nimble in some positions,
Yeah.
it seems like.
Faith does what she wants sometimes. I'm only in control for like 80% of her movement. All right, we're gonna get. This is always a cool bit I find for like casuals, because in the normal run, you go up over there. In fact, Merc's even saying like, oh, it's the only way over. But with kick glitches, you can just clear that gap cleanly.
The game was definitely not designed for Faith to have a freaking double jump where she gets more speed in the air.
But it's so lucky that it does, because
Yes.
it makes it a 6-speed game. I'm not going to side jump boost here because I want to line that up a bit better, and I still failed it. That's fine. And failed twice in a row. Oh, we died. That's a drink.
That's 6.
Anyone that's playing along, that is a drink. All right.
The crowd confirming the sentiment.
There we go.
There you go.
So yeah, I haven't explained that actually. When you do a wall climb, you side jump out of it. You can actually enter a wall run after that wall climb, and because of that, you can wall boost. I hate canals. You can wall boost out of that wall run, so you can climb up a wall and basically jump to one of the sides and get like a decent amount of distance. This section can be finicky. It looks simple, but
There's a lot of like thin walls and tight things. That
yeah, you want to be getting like, oh, that's a cool thing. Well, it's not a cool thing. It's really annoying. But if you wall boost and you look too far into the wall, the further you look into a wall for a wall boost, the more speed you get off of it. But if you look too far in, you do that weird 180.
Oh, it like just, yeah, it turns around.
Which is obviously not ideal.
Going backwards, not conducive to speed necessarily.
Yeah. Here you're going to see the use glitch, which is anything that can, any like button that can be pressed. We bind one of the scroll wheels to the use action, and then if you're doing an animation, you just scroll, and for some reason it just skips the animation. Could not tell you why.
Not a happy accident.
We are coming up to the first out of bounds. And I think it's like kind of funny how easy it is to get out of bounds in this game.
It seems absolutely
Because there,
ridiculous.
we're out. We didn't even do like we didn't exploit the engine at all. We ran along a wall, jumped off it and coiled, and we're out of bounds.
Bounds seem like more of a suggestion in Mirror's Edge.
Oh, absolutely. Walls are more like guidelines. So yeah, what we're going to do here is we're going to run in this line, aim for this box. And then once we're in, we're going to wait a sec, press the hint key and hold backwards. We're going to start falling now, hold forwards, and we should hit a checkpoint and die. And we load into the storm drain.
It's checkpoint abuse.
Yeah.
Brilliant. God.
Ooh,
Storm Drains
that
is
was
quite,
fast.
quite
Yeah,
an interesting
storm
level.
drains is finicky.
Yeah.
So I
Interesting to watch, but definitely, as you say, fiddly.
got to wait a second for this door to open.
Nice. So would this be loading in a non-RTA run? Where that wall's open?
No, that door is not
Okay.
load times.
Got another donation here if you'd like.
Yeah, go for it.
We have $10 from Henners, which says, "Nee, nee, 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 Guan, let's do it for the boys."
You've got to do it now.
I've got to.
for the boys.
For the boys. Thank you, Henry.
This seems to be going on.
Yeah,
so
this
far.
storm drains has been pretty interesting. Upcoming, we have a hidden springboard. So you'll see a lot of springboards in this game have this like red marker, like this one here, that make it obvious it's a springboard.
Just showing the board, yeah.
But there's some like here that you can't see. I'm going to line it up so I don't miss it. I missed it.
There we go.
It's a tough life being me. But we spawn here, so you're fine.
Oh, there it is.
And you can actually spring up here onto this section.
Which is not
Kick
necessarily
glitch across
intended.
here. And this saves like, I don't know about the casual route, but you spend a lot of time going to a lot of places. Ooh, I nearly got the button. That would have been sick.
Also, little kick glitch optimization there. I like that one. Like, you can see the very obvious, like, go and grab this pole and go down, but that's like, nah.
Ooh, I missed that.
Don't
Okay,
need
let's
it.
try again.
Nice.
That movement always looks kind of wild.
Absolutely insane. So think about what she's actually doing to make that happen. It's just like, wait.
Bending the laws of physics.
Yeah.
All right, I mess this up a lot. This always kills my chapters, and I don't necessarily have to do it, but I'm going to. I'm sick.
Good stuff.
And I'm dead. Ooh, I'm not.
There it is.
Let's go, me. Yeah, there was another sec. That was actually like, do you see me get like, I tried to jump, and I got caught on
Yeah.
the little lip there.
That was a helpful bit of obstructive sort of geometry.
I might be wrong, but even in the world record route, I think these are the only two poles you physically can't skip in the game. I think. Might be wrong about that. It's like these and another pair, I think.
I was about to say the routing seems very, like it would be very, very creative for this game.
Oh, hello. Yeah, no two runs will look the same in this game.
Which is cool. Kick glitch is just open the tin of options, essentially, it looks like.
The use glitch on that.
No
Come back here
animation.
because we have to wait for the water to... Ooh, that sucks. It doesn't actually suck. All the deaths I've got so far have been pretty
Harmless.
low impact.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, again, skipping the pole.
Can't skip that one. Well, you can, but I'm bad. And we have a... Well, I have a take a sip tier list. This is pretty high on it. Because you just got to wait for this thing to come up.
Hydration's pretty cool.
Hydration is literally the most important thing on the planet. If you learned anything from watching me, it's stay hydrated.
I mean, it's how life started, so.
Yep, literally the best drink on the planet.
Yeah.
Ugh, these guards are useless. I have never been killed by them.
Oh, I'm excited to see you die to them.
It's possible.
Fingers crossed. Oh god, they are.
They
are.
literally have no idea what they're doing.
There's some stormtrooper guys.
Oh!
They
That's a
contributed to the
drink.
kill.
They heard me.
They had the assist though.
Yeah, they did. I assisted them by
Yeah, you definitely assisted.
terrible movement.
So this is so this is comparatively quite a painful death because we
Yeah,
had
because you had to wait for that.
to go through that again. And also, you know, being stuck on barbed wire doesn't sound very
You
good.
went for me. Oh, no way.
Oh
No
my
way.
word. Okay,
I'm good.
very, very, very danger.
Ooh, gonna go for another elevator clip. Probably gonna miss it. Yeah.
But yeah,
So coming up is Jackknife Chase. I hate the Jackknife Chase. It's probably my least favorite part of the game because there's so many little sections that can just go wrong for no reason.
is this that sort of geometry thing you were talking about before, or is it more
Yeah,
nuanced than that?
basically that.
Okay. So we're looking out for consistent maintenance of speed for this.
Yep, basically.
Cool.
Gonna jump down here. I'm gonna try and land on this because if I don't, everything goes wrong. That's fine. Oh, I didn't get a fast vault there, but that's negligible.
You can just side
Kick
jump
glitch
to
here.
get the speed.
I hate this box. But it's fine
Oh,
now.
that's pretty obedient.
Uh,
Uh,
go this way.
Alright. Take two. There you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so because there's an invisible floor below Faith when she kicks off a wall, you can't just jump. You can do any action that you can do out of stand, which includes sidestepping, sliding, and what you saw there was a sidestep out of it. This pretty tight kick glitch angle coming up here that I used to have a lot of trouble with, but with a bit of practice, it's way easier just to get down.
Yeah, because if you have more time to do the initial wall run, it's generally, from what I understand, a more generous kick glitch.
Yeah. Normally we save and quit here because it's faster, but it's not faster in RTA, so we're just gonna
Just run
take
through.
the normal route.
Lovely. Developer intended. Way.
I think my PB adds like 3 or 4 minutes of just of load times,
Interesting.
so it's different. And then not that's
take.
another drink.
That's it.
Yeah, so normally there's like another route to get around here for casuals, but with kick glitches we can just yeet ourselves across this massive gap and come in to this section from the wrong side.
Ah, okay.
That's chapter 2.
That makes more sense. Alright, good stuff.
Alright, start of chapter 3 is pretty decent. We're coming up to, so there's like 3 main tricks of this run that there's a chance I will just get hard stuck on and have to keep going until I get it. We're coming up to one of them.
Is this the ladder of shame?
No, that's after that trick. The
Oh,
ladder of
okay,
shame.
okay.
The ladder of shame might be used.
Well,
Well, here's a cool hint key.
Before you get to the really hard trick, is it okay if I read out a donation?
Go for it.
It says, we've got $20 here from Daddy again, saying, "Hey son, Dad again. I've been watching it all. I'm so very proud. Keep up the good work, buddy. P.S. Please remember to keep applying the cream or the rash will get worse. Love and kisses, Dad."
Thanks, Dale. What a guy. Ooh. Ooh.
It's a tricky one.
It's not.
Oh, there you go then. It's not tricky. Game's really easy.
There we go.
Nice, yeah.
First time. Free.
Easy speedrun, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, all jokes aside, like, this game, like, when it's going well, it looks really easy. Like, even from, like, this level to world record level, from what I've seen, it looks super easy. But it's because they're hiding all the jank that can make it go wrong.
Oh, first time.
Nice,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's go.
That was the thing I was saying. Might give me a bit of trouble.
Definitely a notable.
We load into the checkpoint there, save and quit, standard speedrun stuff. I got the gun and then I instantly threw it away. Literally, what's wrong with me?
Pacifism runs.
That loses like 2 seconds. You only use it to shoot down a door.
Oh. But presumably we're not interacting with the door.
Well, we're gonna have to kick it down now.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, I love this scroll wheel. This is my first time using this mouse. Okay, no ladder of shame.
There it is. The stakes were unbelievably high.
We
for that.
have no idea that ladder takes.
Outside of time loss, that's more utter humiliation.
Yeah.
So we've really done well to avoid that.
Again, could springboard or we could just kick glitch because
Kick glitching, insanely
kick
fast.
glitching is fun
Yeah.
and fast.
I was about to say, most of it comes down to what you were talking about before with the air speed, right? No cap on it, so.
Yep. So as long as you can stay in the air. Ooh, I've got a scroll wheel. Oh, it didn't work. I pressed the wrong button. Damn it. So with a free scroll wheel, you can instantly open this elevator. But I pressed the wrong button and my scroll wheel didn't go into free scroll. Like an idiot. This section coming up can be a bit tricky. I can't tell if it can be a bit tricky or if I'm just really bad at it, but I've like personally had a decent amount of trouble with this checkpoint here.
Are those the, relevant cranes?
They will be soon, yeah. Hardest trick in the game, which is coming up that I'm not doing because I'm not a psychopath.
Yep. I was about to say, it's only been done on a marathon once.
Yes, I
And
think
it was
so.
by the current world record
by
holder.
the godlike Filotrax.
And everyone lost their minds at it to give you a
Got it
context
first
for how.
time, and now no one can ever go for it again, so everyone thinks Mirror's Edge runners get it all the time.
Because it's like,
Yeah, so what happened there is I went for a kick glitch across that gap, and my foot landed on a lip, which halted my momentum, stopped the kick glitch happening, and then I just fell to my death. And that's like the main reason I've had trouble with this section. I'll give it one more go, and if it fails, I'll do dirty intended route.
baby's first route.
You can all be welcome to my Let's Play. Oh. Ooh. See, there's another example of just random stuff on the floor that
Like, there it is.
you
there
can get
goes the
caught on.
speed. That's interesting.
Intentional.
Yeah. So what actually causes that?
I tried a Q-turn off a wall, but didn't enter the wall run, so I just sort of
Oh,
Q-turned into my
Into a jump.
untimely demise.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Way better.
Come down here, wall boost off that. Gonna try and kick glitch onto this box. Ooh, I'm sick. Ooh, I'm bad. Ooh.
Wait a minute. Wait.
So this game has an insane rate of like every single time I do a run, something will happen that I've never seen before. Like at least 3 things. And that's definitely one of them. I did not know you could grab onto those poles.
Some of them helpful, some of them not.
Yeah, I've had one helpful.
Nice.
It looked sick though. So this elevator is faster to save and quit even in RTA. So we wait for the checkpoint, bottom left, there.
Is it just because it loads for such a long time?
It's because you load outside the elevator when you spawn back in, and if you hold W during the white screen when you're loading back in, you just start at max speed.
Yeah.
Here we're going to use the wall climb, side jump, boost out to get over this. This is technically out of bounds, so if this was an inbounds run, I'd be big dirty
The
cheater.
run would not be verified.
There's a cool little section here. So springboards are actually kind of slow, so we kind of try and avoid them like that, jumping early and coiling. Jumping up ramps, always faster than not. So we try and do that as much as possible.
There's a lot of just like little decisions in this game that obviously save time.
Yeah.
Like they're jumping on the rail, turning around, and just grabbing the ledge.
You can side jump boost on here if you
Don't fear
really
death.
want to play with death, because you get spent so far back.
You and the Reaper have a solid deal. Go for it.
I
Alright.
wonder if the audio glitch is going to happen. I don't know why it happens, but sometimes Merc will just not talk. Yeah. So Merc's talking to me right now, and this is over, and I can do whatever I want from that point on, and I just have to watch this white screen for like 10 seconds.
Another notable SIP tier list opportunity.
Pretty high. Nothing beats the train, though.
Nothing beats the train. Alright.
Okay.
Got time for a quick donation then?
Yes, quick one.
Just $5 donation here from GG saying, do the PR blog, Tet.
It's never coming.
That's another day.
This run is
That's
sick,
another
though.
week.
Ooh, almost.
Thank you very much for the $5, GG.
Okay.
So that's a bit tricky.
This is... Oh, thank God, second
Good.
time. These... Okay, so that's 2 of the main, like... Well, let me just make sure I get this. Yeah, so basically we do a load of pauses there because we're out of bounds, and we wait until we see the quest marker change, or the objective, and once it does, we wait until the black floor spawns below us, we die, and then we spawn there.
Do you have any context of how much that saves roughly, or how many chapters
I
that
have
skips?
no idea. I'm not going to lie. It's quite a big one, though.
Yes, then.
I think
Yes.
it's like a minute and a half or
Oh,
something.
right. Yeah, so notable trick.
But yeah, that's 2 of the main tricks that I was really worried about
I'm
done.
just behind. Not even that
But I
many
still
tries.
have a fair few. Get up there.
Boat skip I'm thinking of.
Boat skip. I always get it eventually. Start of New Eden that I'm worried about.
Right.
And then Sniper Skip, because Sniper Skip is... Get up there.
Sorry. Fine.
Press that button with the use glitch, instantly get out. This bit can be a bit finicky.
Because tight spaces in general tend to be much harder to navigate.
Come on. All right. Now I need to listen out for the horn. Oof.
Jeez.
So that I can do that.
Kind of close.
But now that that's out of the way with, I can just... Oh yeah, it's probably worth mentioning that if you're moving in a straight line, jumping is faster than running. But if you are not moving in a straight line, it's faster to just run, which is why you'll only see me do it on certain sections.
And it's only worth doing if it's like a stretch of straight.
Tried to skip that pole with a wall boost, but I completely missed. Oh, okay. Never got the
Nope.
slide to this
Here we
bit.
are.
Just doesn't happen. It's not possible. You can't prove it.
Unslidable.
Okay, I'll take the pole. Try to get a wall run there, but the floor can be a bit finicky,
Takes the ball.
and I'm not just running. You don't have to kick glitch across here, but it looks way cooler, so I do.
And potentially actually faster?
By like maybe
Frames.
0.3 of a second, yeah.
Nice. That's the time save we're all about, though. Oh my word.
And this is the
This is
top
it.
tier
There it is.
SIP place.
You could probably drink your daily amount of water here.
Yep. This is a full auto-scroller in Mirror's Edge.
It's insane. Because I was about to say, this game is a lot of things. Any sort of auto-scrolling, slow, it just happens by itself. Not the case. Like compared to the run you just saw before.
Yep.
Way less passive moments.
So there's pretty much nothing to do here,
Gosh.
except from avoid these. I have actually, like, on several runs, accidentally jumped off the train by trying to be cute here, so I'm not going to.
Side jump boost off the train?
Oh, of course I'm going for the side jump boost off the
Absolutely.
train. I will never not go for the side jump boost off the train.
Yeah, we'll get it.
So there's going to be like a red sign on the right coming up. Usually you just crouch on the right side of the train and hit it, but I missed it. You can like get yourself in between those with a side jump boost. Saves maybe half a second. Looks way cooler. And if you miss it, you lose like 6 seconds.
Shouts to the segmented run, right?
Yeah, right. This could be tricky. Ooh, this is a...
Oh, that's a really
first
good one to
time.
get
Let's
first
go.
time. It's
I'm
good
very
start.
happy with that. Oh, it's not over yet. I failed this
Yeah,
bit
exactly.
before. And there it is.
No.
I'll just get it first time again. It's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. Not a hard trick.
Oh, apparently I actually will.
Yeah, it's not a hard trick.
You're damn right. All right, I'm taking it slow. Go slow, go fast. There we go. We're down.
Ooh.
Ooh, never got the hard fall there. But yeah, there's the guards. So there's an easier method that I've been told where you just like go the opposite way, you kill yourself down there, and then you can like jump over a fence a bit earlier in this wall. Every single time I've tried to do it, the guards just kill me every time without fail. So I just go for that instead.
Yeah.
This room's a bit weird. If you go too fast through this room, you will not spawn the elevator in the next room.
So is that why you do those little vaults? And
Yeah, the vaults are to slow you down just enough.
intentionally stagger it a bit.
Ooh.
Go slow to go fast.
Go slow to go fast. I'm going to try for another elevate clip here.
You'll get it.
That
you
one
saw
was
it
close.
begin to
That one
happen,
was
I feel
close.
like. Yeah. Yeah. She like freaked out in the top corner. Yeah, it's going alright so far. I think the
Could have
trickier
gone
tricks
worse.
you've going good.
I think Sniper Skip's the only like real one I'm actually worried about.
Right, yeah.
You can wall run on poles. So if you can, because you can wall run on poles, you can also kick off poles, which means you can kick glitch across places where there's poles. There's only 2 pole kick glitches in the route I do, because it's kind of finicky. Oh, I didn't get the fast fall. That's bad.
Okay.
There we go.
So how precise is that? Because it looks insane, obviously.
I don't
but-
know. I took a page out of Third Strike players, and I just double pressed the kick button, so that
Right.
in case I miss it the first time,
Yeah, good call.
get a kick glitch into a wall climb here. So that saves a lot of time, because otherwise you have to climb these horrible poles.
You have to go all the way down there and then all the way back up, presumably. Not ideal.
You can skip these poles if you're good, but I'm not, and that's fine.
You'll get it. You'll get there.
I'll get there. One day.
The grind's more of a lifestyle.
Wait for this marker. 1, 2, 3, turn, jump.
Lovely. I love it. You have like a system for everything. It's good conceptually in speedrunning. Nice.
You want to get as high up this pole as possible so that you can jump to this one as early as possible.
Oh, what, on the initial jump, you mean?
Yeah.
So class the pole, right.
I think aside from what's already happened, this chapter feels the most relaxed.
Right.
Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it's an easy game. Oh, that was...
I had faith.
You did.
Literally faith.
You always do. she won't leave. No. Okay.
There's some really cool movement at this bit.
Can you explain fast vaulting, by the way? Because I feel like there have been quite a few times we haven't done it, and I've wanted to explain, but I'm not sure about the
Yeah,
details.
so fast vaulting is when you are at a certain height by like a box or a gate or something. If you hold W, you'll get this animation where you don't lose your speed over it. And a lot of this game is like briefly not holding W to make sure you're at the right height, then holding W again so that you get the fast vault instead of the slow one.
It's like if you ever see him grab onto a box at like that sort of good height and it looks like he barely loses any speed, that was like a conscious decision.
Yeah.
It wasn't Faith just being smart. God forbid.
Ooh, got that. So yeah, we wall boost out of that springboard to clear like 2 fences at once. I actually got loads of speed out of it as well. I've never done that.
Yeah, because for this game, isn't that what separates like the top cut, the like constantly top speed, not just like high
Oh
speed?
yeah. 100. When you're at the top level, it becomes way more important to literally never lose your speed on anything because you don't want to be losing seconds.
Yeah, because what's the difference between first and second place in this game now? I know there's milliseconds there.
80. It's something like 800 milliseconds.
Which is...
It's technically a tied world record, but Philo is a 28:21 and then 28:20 and then 1 millisecond.
Right, it's 28:21.
Yeah, and then Voa is 28:20, 980, I think.
Right.
Another kick to make sure we don't get the
Hard fall.
hard fall. There's a strat called Beamer here. Not going to be doing it because it's frame perfect and ridiculous. It's a run killer for like top runners. Ooh, I just lost all my speed there and I don't know why. Trying to get wall boosts off like literally any surface you can. This elevator, oh, so there's a thing in this game where you scroll up. In fact, I got it, brilliant. So when you scroll to use a button, usually in an elevator, if you scroll, I don't know the specifics, but if you scroll too hard or too fast, you will actually lock Faith in the... Whenever she's in an elevator, she's in this state where she can't jump or press any buttons, so she gets stuck in that state for some reason, and that's happened there. Didn't happen this time. You can tell by the reticle. If the reticle in the middle doesn't come back, then you messed up.
Right. So that's like basically a soft lock at that point, hence the
Yes.
reset. Yeah.
A lot of the elevators that you can do that in, though, have checkpoints by them, so a save and quit doesn't really matter. That's one of the few ones that doesn't.
Right.
That one does lose a bit of time.
As you say, it doesn't actually hard kill a run, which is nice.
No.
Speaking of saving time, have we got time just for a little donation here?
Absolutely do.
Okay, we have $5 from Apache166.
Cool.
With a comment saying, is Tet the most gifted Mirror's Edge speedrunner? No. But is he the most consistent? Also no. But does he try the hardest? Absolutely not.
I like how that donation happened as mega chokes happened.
Beautiful.
That's
Well,
the best time to read donations is when you're choking. You can just blame me.
Yep. That's exactly why it happened. Nothing to do with my own lack of ability.
You don't want to make a liar of Apache either, so.
Oh, of course I get it first time now. Thanks, Apache. Ooh, I love a good vent slide.
Nice. The further you get into the vent, the
Ooh, really
better
gets
you
me
are as a
going.
human being.
Yep. You can get another one here, but it's kind of tight.
Yeah. Just a way sharper angle, looks like.
Yeah.
So you got to wait for this fan to stop.
Yeah, there's another pretty good SIP tier list. You press this button and you... let me make sure I get it. This fan just takes ages to stop. And if you try and go down early, it just kills you.
So, there you go.
Another kick to make sure I don't enter the hard fall.
So is it straight up an instant kill, even if it's moving like a little bit? Oh, right. So you have to really...
This guard can have X-ray vision sometimes. Oh. Didn't this time, though.
All right, this part's...
Oh, what the? Okay, I'm fine. Coil? Yeah, I'm good. See how far into this vent I get? Oh, we're trying that again. I refuse to regular climb into this vent like a pleb.
Not much
far.
distance.
Not far.
I feel like something we haven't mentioned as well. It'll look a lot like Tet's just clearing these obstacles that are like, I don't know, waist height with ease, but a lot of it is curling and like crouching.
Yeah, coiling to make sure that you don't like accidentally hit your legs on things.
Yeah, because it changes her collision box.
Yes, and that's an intended mechanic. They teach you that in the tutorial.
Yeah. But when you're doing it in these weird compromising speedrunning situations, it can be a bit trickier.
Yeah. And coming up, we have like a pretty big out of bounds. It's a cool one. You can just sort of throw yourself off and get it. I'm not gonna do the fast version there. But because I'm a babby new runner, I'm gonna line it up. In fact, I'm even gonna take the safe strat. And so for some reason, the checkpoint is above this pole, so we have to grab it in order to get it. That way, if we die, we'll spawn there instead of back at the start. Oh. So you can actually get on top of door frames if you coil onto them like that, then enter a wall climb. There we go, and now we're out of bounds. You can kick to stop that roll happening, but for some reason every time I try it fails.
See, like, that one is a bit more of an intended out of bounds. Like
Yeah, because you have to do like a lot of stuff to get out of bounds there.
Intended meaning, you know, not as obvious.
Gotta pause, and that loads in, and now we're in the factory.
So presumably skipping a couple of checkpoints with that.
A pretty decent chunk of the game. Nice. And the use glitch you can actually do through through walls. Ooh. So anyone that's played this knows there's a button on the side of there that's going to start the conveyor belts. Right. I'm going to try and get... This can take a few attempts for me. There we go.
So presumably that saves a lot of time going around.
Oh yeah, it actually skips a lot of like pointless movement. Ooh, did not get that. Right here, we're gonna try not to get a fast vault, right? Grab hold of this. Didn't grab hold of it. That's interesting. But we spawn here. Not that an important death. Yeah, we got it this time. And then kick at the end.
So both of those things like just about made you not take enough damage.
Yep.
Right?
Literally the perfect amount. Oh, I did click through the elevator.
So the whole process, very important there.
Yep.
All the steps.
This room always lags. I have never seen a computer this room does not make lag. Even like top high-end computers lag a little bit. That one was pretty good. That's the cleanest I've ever seen that room. I've never seen that room at that FPS before.
Shout out to you, KSG.
All right. These guards are casual killers, and they're me killers. I hate them. There's nothing that should make me get hit by the guards coming up. Like, none of the tricks are that difficult. There's a jump here that's fairly easy, but if you mess it up, you're in a load of hurt. There we go. And that skips, like, a lot of running around.
Yeah, because do you see how big this room is?
Yeah, this section is huge. All right. Please, please, please do not crash my game. Oh, I've locked this elevator, so I'm going to have to save and quit once I get the checkpoint.
But then again, saving and quitting and reloading,
In,
very little cost.
In RTA, it's considerably worse, but yeah. In-game time doesn't really cost much.
So.
There's like a 1 in 400 chance that that window gets shot out as well. I was really hoping it was going to happen, but...
So it's most likely not going to kill runs for a while.
Yeah.
And when you're running this game, which is nice.
Last section here. I love this section because there's like nice little bits to wall boost off.
Wall boosting just one of those bits of tech that's just inherently satisfying.
Feels fun, especially on this scroll wheel. I'm a big fan of this scroll wheel. Zip lines, actually faster than running, so when you're on them, you kind of want to stay on them for as long as you can.
Interesting.
Can't skip the end of this bit cutscene, and we're coming up to Chapter 7, the boat. I don't know about any boat.
Yeah, to be honest, I've never heard of it. It's like those...
The boat is more of a concept than an actual thing. Hopefully I'll be able to show
always talk about it, but I don't know, never seen it.
No, I honestly don't know why they call it the boat.
It's
Ooh.
been a while.
Ooh. Never missed that before. Literally ever.
0 times.
I think I missed it again.
Oh, damn.
Feels like I'm losing speed somewhere.
Yeah. The reason this wall boost normally isn't missed is because there is quite a bit of wall beforehand, so you've got
Yeah.
a bit of time to set it up.
Alright. There we go.
Yeah, your speed was much clearer. First time, yeah.
First time.
So here you can
Am I
fall
getting
through the
it?
ground.
Oh, I'm gonna have to reload. I wanted to try the
Big
big
strat.
boy strat at least once, so I'll do the weenie strat now.
Yeah. So the ground there basically doesn't exist until the lip at the end of the road.
Yeah.
It's like really, yeah, it's kind of jank.
Alright.
So
Do
then
the normal strat. I fall down here.
baby's first Mirror's Edge speedrun.
Yeah. Welcome to my Let's Play.
So does it like not load the ground? Oh no, you still jump over it.
Yeah, because
Right.
you just jump over that
Yeah,
ground section.
ground doesn't exist. All right, now this is it.
Right. Put in chat how many times do you think it's going to take me to get over this fence?
I'm betting 3.
I think my record is like 10.
What the highest?
Nah, not first. So Apache's wrong, as usual. Ooh.
All right, feeling pretty good about my bet. All right. Because it's like you really have to hit the peak of the jump as well.
Oh, I swear that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically why it's so hard is when you Q-turn off a wall, you want to wait as long as possible before you press space. There we go.
Yeah. All right, who said 9 in chat?
You want to
Yeah, that is very, very fiddly.
you want to wait as long as possible after the Q press to jump, and that's what gets the most height out of it. And you need like the maximum amount of height off of that one to clear that fence. Celeste, literally the worst fighter in the world.
Just got beat.
Spoilers, by the way, you get betrayed. That's the blonde girl from the tutorial. She just wants to save her family, I think. I actually have no idea about any of the story of this.
It's not
game.
your responsibility.
No, it's not.
Someone else can do that. Someone who played it closer to its release.
So this section, probably one of the harder sections for new players. Oh, I got the pole. I'm so sorry. I never hit that. You have to hard fall roll if you miss that pole.
Also, that actually does save like quite meaningful time.
If you're really good. Oh, and he didn't kick me.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice little start. Oh, it's the Tet Bash.
Yeah, my favorite jump in the game at the moment. It's probably going to change in the future. I just think this one looks sick. So yeah, that's another example of using the side step instead of a jump after a kick glitch.
So you can actually line up that position
Yeah.
properly, yeah.
Oh, the reggae elevator. Play some jamming tunes in this one.
Alright. There's so much text on that.
Yeah.
Never actually had time to look at it.
Oh, I was going to memorize that and then...
Because we've been going blind. What, like...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's my little party trick.
Okay, so here we got two like pretty awkward kick glitches in a row. But luckily when you miss them, you still survive. But I'm going to have to go all the way around to take this box. And then I have to do a pole kick glitch up here.
Right. Which are, of course, as we mentioned before,
Which I am
quite fiddly.
so good at. Yeah. Happens.
Because I mean, if you think about the mechanics of what he's actually trying to do, it's such a tight window. But you know, it's opportunities to get this one again. So.
You had to say it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
opportunities given, opportunities let by.
Is this a good time for a donation?
You know what? Go for it.
Okay, we have $10 from Murtag saying, Mirror's Edge is one of my favorite games and Tet is knocking this speedrun out of the park. Such an impressive game to speedrun. Let's go for $500. Thank you very much, Murtag. And yes, we are only $35 away from $500.
Damn.
So if you get your
stuff.
donations in now, we can read that out before the end of the run.
Good stuff.
Glad to be told that I'm knocking it out of the park right now.
Third
Possibly could not be a worse timing.
I think we're on about 16, by the way.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, way better. Lovely. The hardest climb of all time.
And if I die here, I have to go back and do that again. So I'm going to
Play it safe.
play it safe.
unintended mechanics.
Sick. We're good. We're good. We're good.
So what? So
That's
now you've
the-
loaded past it. And
Yeah, that's the like scary bit over.
Cool.
And now we got Atrium.
oh,
I know.
Atrium's absolutely fantastic.
Nate that donated earlier. Atrium's
did-
probably his favorite section.
We kick glitching in Atrium.
Yeah.
Good.
I will never just wall run. You can't make me.
No. Nor should you.
So yeah, the Atrium's basically a lot of finicky movement again. You'll notice it's a running theme in this game, is there can just be a lot of random bits that you can get caught on. Atrium's the same.
It's like kind of a combination of both, isn't it? Lots of things you can get caught on tight spaces.
Yeah.
So very fiddly. But Tet made a promise to a friend of ours, so
You can just wall run, but I'm not going to.
am I? Because that's not very fast.
Oh my god.
An interesting thing about Atrium, from what I know of it, deaths quite often are pretty painless,
A lot of them can be, yeah.
which is
There's a lot of like death checkpoints for you to
actually quite handy.
let you mess up. All right, this is for you, Nate. I got the wall boost. So a thing there is you can, if you do a kick glitch straight enough, you can kick glitch into a wall run. But because you're using scroll to do the kick glitch, if you scroll too hard, you'll instantly enter the wall run and instantly wall boost out of it.
Which is,
Whereas there, I wanted to stay in the wall run for a little bit.
I wish there was like a task where you slid all the way through this vent somehow.
Dude, vent slides I think might be my favorite part of this game.
They're just great.
Rat.
Good. I'm glad the hint stopped.
Yeah, that's
I was really wondering whether that
that
would-
really busted my balls at the start.
I was wondering that would become a continuous theme. But it doesn't coddle you, Mirror's Edge, apparently.
We can save and quit here, which saves a bit of time, or we can just die.
So you've picked
Probably
the
6 and 2 threes.
the generous option.
Uh-huh.
Killing her. So
All right. If I get this first time, everyone in chat has to finish their drinks.
no pressure.
Looking good. Route is clear.
Kenny has.
I love it. Jokes with the smallest target demographic always hit the hardest. Anyone's got that. Man, why are you
All
playing
right.
this game? That's another game that we're playing instead.
So here's a cool thing of we. I missed it. So basically, the same invisible floor after a kick, you get the same one if you roll off the edge of something that I've missed twice now.
Right.
And as well as being able to do things out of it, it also resets your fall height, so it lets you fall all the way down here without dying.
And consider the alternative of basically be
Yeah.
running down for a lot
Running
of it.
down the stairs with like a load of guards in it.
So
And
would
we're
it
on
be
the
a
last
very
chapter?
That's the thing about a lot of these tricks, even if they take like 3 or 4 tries, they're so much faster than just a casual route. It's absolutely like no contest.
I keep forgetting this is RTA and not mashing through cutscenes,
Oh yeah.
because we don't time those. Because we're not babies.
That's true.
All right. This is literally everyone's favorite part of a Mirror's Edge speedrun.
Prepare yourselves.
Everyone at home, you turn those headphones up as loud as they can go.
Yeah, it's like a really cool sound, but you can only hear it if you turn it up really loud. So. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good sound.
I got it pretty loud as well.
So you got more of the nuance of the sound.
I was
so.
worried sometimes you can mess up the scroll and get it like really quiet, and I was just going to look like an idiot.
So the whole reason
Imagine
that
that.
happens is because you scale the sound of it happening loads and
Yeah,
loads and
the
loads
amount of
times.
use presses that got done.
Yeah.
There.
Scales up the sound.
Coming up to another out of bounds called Beverage Skip. I think it's called Beverage Skip.
How appropriate.
It's probably got the most setup of any of the out of bounds. And it basically skips this really awful section with like a load of vents and holes. It's a really good part to skip. I love Mirror's Edge is all of the things that you do skip are really, really boring to actually play.
Shouts
So yeah,
to
we're
the
going to press the elevator button from outside the elevator with the scroll button. Goes up without a door. We line this up. Press reaction time, which puts it all in slow motion. Pause, wait for those things to disappear. Pause, hold W, saw the vent go up the top of the screen, and then we just wait. And now we're here.
So that's like That skips presumably a lot.
It's more about the part that it skips, I feel, because like
Right.
the part that it skips is 1, boring, 2, slow.
Pretty dead combination for a fun speed game, so we've omitted that.
Fast fall? Nice, suck.
Nah. Fast fall seems like actually quite a finicky timing.
It depends on the surface. Sometimes it's like free, sometimes it's a weirdly specific time. And we are coming up to sniper skip, which has literally ruined so many of my runs.
Right.
Oh no, my estimate!
Oh no, this is meant to be changed to 52.
Okay, that's good.
Good start.
It's close.
Tricky.
Oh, I spawned from here?
Oh wow.
Since when?
This is now,
Did I not? Okay, so I think I didn't hit the checkpoint
but you still hit.
that was by the sniper.
Right.
That's really interesting. That's never happened to me before. Oh, they killed me. Now the skybox won't load.
Right.
No, my estimate. No! Am I the first one?
Possible.
Definitely the first one to go over estimate. Tell you what, these Mirror's Edge speedrunners, they come in, they take ages to set up their game, and then they play them terribly when they do. And he's died twice. They're not coming back to UKSG. I'll get a better one next time.
See, it's not about the destination, it's about the friends made along the way.
Oh, these guards really don't like me.
No, there is like an element of like the guards can just be super aggro as well.
Pricks.
So, so there's half a badness from there and half a badness from the guards.
Yeah, these guards can just...
Remember, I gave you 3 minutes for my estimate, so you're good.
Oh yeah, you're right.
No.
Alright, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna go down and get the checkpoint for sniper skip this time.
Yeah, good call. Lovely. So where is the checkpoint for sniper skip?
It'll be like below the tree. So you see how I came out of the vent and just landed on the tree?
Right. Oh, it's
Instead
like
of going
on
down
on
onto the
actual
ground level. I assume that's what happened. I'm not 100% sure.
So the optimal thing to do would actually be not getting, but
Yeah.
yeah, the stakes are pretty high.
Yeah, they've literally never been higher.
Yeah.
Every minute is another minute overestimate. Every second is another human being I've let down.
You got 3 more minutes on my estimate. Oh, 2, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Oh man, it really gives you time to study it the second time around. I'm really glad. I never got to appreciate these events until now.
This is the prettiest thing in the game. There we go. I got the checkpoint this time.
There you go. Yeah.
This can be a bit finicky. You get that.
The
Yeah.
fact you got it first time before was,
Yeah, I was impressed with myself.
but still second time.
Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, so basically there's an invisible wall that you have to jump on because if you don't, you will slide off either side and just die.
It's sort of like that line in the middle of the screen that he's hugging real
Yeah.
tight. So, yeah,
We got it.
it's funny. Even though we had to do it again, we got it. It's pretty.
And this elevator is interesting because this is loading in right now. If I was playing at home, the timer would be stopped because this elevator closes.
So basically, taking some out of the estimate, it's, you know, it's what it is.
So basically, I'm not that overestimate if you really think about it.
Yeah. Easy.
You know what? That's the first thing I'm going to do when I go home. Oh, prettiest part of the game, by the way.
What, remove loads?
Yeah, I'm going to remove loads of my run, and I'm going to message someone and be like, actually, I wasn't overestimating. Yeah, this is like the prettiest bit of the game.
Yeah, it's so good. It's aged pretty well as well.
Yeah,
I mean, the Steam release probably helps.
maybe. I don't know how much they changed,
Yeah,
to be honest.
Man. But yeah, it's going good. So we're like very near the end
This is literally the last section, server
Yeah.
room.
now.
I haven't choked a server room in a hot minute, but
Oh, no time better then. I'm excited.
no time better.
So you're gonna.
I'm going to grab this gun.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, Faith's hench. She can do what she wants.
Faith does not take any mess.
No.
So
Shoot
destroying
out
the
all these
servers,
servers.
something story related. I don't know. It's already
Yeah,
gone.
who
Doesn't
knows?
really matter.
And then
Here it is.
this
Straight
is
lines.
this is the home stretch. Oh yeah, I forgot I get to press the big button.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
This is satisfying.
It's a great. Yeah, honestly.
Okay, last thing, we scroll up these stairs, hit here. Boom, quit out because there is a long cutscene there.
Right, and you just skip in, and then It's you versus the chopper.
We got this bit, and then there's a little bit here where it's again, if you go too fast, you will just die for some reason. So we don't side jump boost at the start there. Slide under here. And that's Mirror's Edge.
Way.
We had some moments.
Definitely had some moments.
Had some moments. I got like most of the things thought I was going to have trouble with first time.
Yeah, I was
and then
happy
I
with it.
messed up a lot of the things I thought were going to be fine.
Definitely happy with Sniper Escape, even though there was that sort of checkpoint
Yeah.
mishap. Good stuff.
So if you guys want to try and get into the Mirror's Edge speedrun, definitely recommend checking out Mr. Walrus's guide on YouTube. That's how I got into it. Join the Discord. We're all mostly nice people, I'd like to think.
Try your best.
We haven't got too many active runners at the moment, so the more the merrier, honestly. I'll leave you with the amazing outro song for this. Thank you very much.
Brill.
Thank you everyone for watching UKSG this weekend from Glasgow at the Radisson Blu Hotel. This is an event to help raise money for Young Minds, a charity leading the fight for a future where all young... are we? No, it's right. When I was sorry. I was listening to my voice when it stopped suddenly. I was thrown off. But yes, we are a charity helping to support the charity Young Minds, fighting for a future where all young minds are supported and empowered, whatever the challenges. Did you know? Fun fact, or not so much fun fact really, but in every classroom there is on average 3 children with some sort of mental health issue. So Young Minds is a charity that helps to ensure that all of these children can get the education that they need and help them with any support. I certainly believe, that's one of the reasons I do these charities, because I believe that an educated society is a healthy society. So get your donations in to help that charity. Thank you very much. We do have some upcoming donation incentives. The next one that we're trying to meet is the jet ski glitch in Resident Evil 4. We have $100 to go on that, so if you want to see the jet ski glitch, get your donations in before the end of Resident Evil 4, which should be coming up in about 3 hours' time. We also have a donation incentive for Trico's Digimon Adventure DS? Digimon World DS. It's Digimon Story, thank you very much. Yes, you can name the Digimon in that. I believe one of them is the main monster that will be used for the run is a Falcomon, and the monster used for the end of the game is one from the Agumon line. And there's a third monster there that is unused, I forget what it's called. Tsunamon, yes, the little green thing with the horn. Yeah, that's the one, or the fin. Oh yeah, I'll read. Yeah, one of the other donation incentives is to see the cutscenes or not see the cutscenes in SteamWorld Heist. Currently, there have been $40 dropped, and it's all towards the cutscenes. So if you don't want to see cutscenes in SteamWorld Heist, get your donations in for that now. When is that run coming up? Oh, is that run coming up now? I should pay more attention, shouldn't I? Yes. Yeah. So I guess I'll have to close that now. So it will be cutscenes, no cutscenes. Bear with me, guys. It's my first day. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to that. I've never been near a mic before in my life. That's because I'm bad at this. So we are only $25 away from the $500 mark. So you can get your donations in as soon as you can, so we can reach that goal and go for the next mark, which I think will be 1,000. I believe in past our highest donation goal was $1338. The lead number or something. Coming up after Trico's run of SteamWorld Heist will be Destruction Derby 2 by the BPG 13. And then of course after that is another Trico run with the Darkest Dungeon. And then we'll see Resident Evil 4. So yes, so you can get your donations into the jet ski glitch before then. So we're just going to go pass you over to Trico at SteamWorld Heist. Thank you very much for watching.